right now for raising all 5 of us. But one of the things that affords me, being the middle child, is the ability to bring both sides together. I still remember when I was about 8, my oldest brother and youngest brother were going to kill each other. And guess who's in the middle to solve the problem? Me. So I think I have some good coping skills, some good conflict resolution skills. I think the important thing to remember is that we're all citizens of Spring Hill. We all have a common theme and goal that we're reaching for. I think there's different ways to get there. I value the opinions of others. They have great ideas. I like to learn from people. I'm not above having my mind changed. I'm not that conceited or condescending that I can't listen to others' viewpoints and gain their insights. Vote for Chad Eckert for City Council.
Thanks, Chad. Roy?
I'll echo with Chad. I agree. I don't think there is as much of a divide as what some people say there are, but I do think it is definitely different today than what there used to be. I believe a lot of it comes with just leading by example and setting the example and hoping others will follow. I don't believe in telling another adult what their opinion should be or how they should act. But you can definitely not contribute to it or embrace it or advertise it. I will say as myself, I am a conservative Republican. I love politics. I'm always reading things and I have my opinions about things. But I have a neighbor that ran Joe Biden's campaign here in Kansas City. And we sit in the driveway all the time. We disagree on most things. But at the end of the day, we give each other a hug, love each other, and still help each other out in all that we do. But the thing that I love the most about hearing those opposing views is almost always I find there's something that I didn't know that I can go back and look at. And I think as long as we just show mutual respect and set the example, I think we can help that.
All right, thank you, Roy. Brian?
I think the skill set of every good leader is conflict management, and anybody who's had experience with managing people and personalities has had to deal with managing conflict management between people. I know I've dealt with it on almost every single staff that I've had, in almost every single job that I've had. I grew up as a college athlete and played sports my entire life. And when you do that, you come across guys in the locker room that come from different backgrounds than you, that have different viewpoints, that are people that you would never spend any personal time with. But at the end of the day, your one goal is to go out on the field and win. And, you know, I was able to do that with a lot of people on the football field that I did not agree with. But understanding how to balance that and manage those personalities is crucial for good leadership. So I feel like that is how I would approach it as well.
Thank you, Brian. Rodolfo?
Thank you.
What Brian just said just triggered a thought that I had forgotten. I think the first 4 years of my work when I was in Michigan was really leading a group that did conflict resolution. And we used to travel from one end of the country to the other to work with school districts on resolving issues when they were all blowing up and communities were having problems. So that's my sort of introduction to conflict resolution. And I agree with, I think somebody mentioned that I don't really think there's a lot of conflict here. I think the issue is with the approach that's being used to solve a problem or an issue. And if one explains why you're using a certain approach, it gets people to gain consensus. You help people gain consensus. The problem is when you don't tell people why you're doing what you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you, Rodolfo. All right, well, I personally would like to thank all 5 of you, definitely for being here tonight, your time commitment, being a leader for the community, and I definitely wish all of you the best of luck. So, thank you for coming tonight. In the meantime, we're going to take 2 minutes, and we're going to get the 3 mayor of lights up.